Hey guys, alright, so for part 4 is crystallographic composition, which means how to put objects and shapes all around your piece evenly. So we're going to start off with File, New, the default 7 by 5 inches, 300 ppi, Create, and I am going to ask you guys to not use the custom shape tool. Just simply use these shapes right in here. Let's keep it that way because what I have found out is that when you use the custom shape tool for different kinds of animals and boats, it doesn't separate the layers and it becomes very difficult for you to manipulate each shape and turn it around. So, go ahead and just, put in a wide variety of shapes and what have you. Doesn't matter where you place them because you can always move them around. Try not to overlap too many times because of the figure ground scenario. So we're going to do some isosceles, some obtuse triangle, maybe some equilateral triangles that I might have going off the page right down in here. Right, so every time I do one of these shapes, I'm going to get some nice ones in here. And of course, we have the polygon right up in here. I can change the shapes of my polygon. I can make it very oblong this way. And up here, you see how it says 5? I can put down 7. And now I have more of this shape. I can do hexagons and octagons. And so, really fill up this place. Really put in a lot, if you can. And what you're going to do is, once you've filled this up and put a lot of pieces in here, you're going to make sure you have the auto select, show transform, and whenever you select right, you need to select right on the piece. So you can come in here and just select right in here, and then I might select this triangle. I might say, you know what, I want to kind of have it be this way, and hit enter. Whenever you transform one of these pieces, you have to hit enter, otherwise it's going to stay locked, your selection. And one of the things, right, that hit enter, and now I'm going to move it, is that, try to have your pieces, moving out of the page, coming out of the page, breaking up that space, I might want to make it bigger or smaller, twist it just a little bit, just to make it hit enter, and now I'm going to move it. Okay, I'm going to move it. Oh boy, sometimes it's hard to move these pieces, huh? And when you do this project, you don't have to, oh, that one selected 2 pieces at the same time. You don't need to, well, I guess these guys are tied together. Let's just leave it that way. You don't need to fill every white space. You could have some open spaces. The point is that you need to be sure that your piece has some interest happening everywhere and that no one area is too concentrated. So I can see here that I have a lot of concentration and a lot of concentration. So I do need to maybe break this up, maybe have some pieces come out here. I need to, maybe select this guy right there, this triangle, bring him over, maybe this square. It's kind of hard, to make sure that everything is even, like confetti. Maybe you need to add some extra spaces, right? Let's do this and shift it up. Cancel that. All right. So once, wow. Okay, I just need to click the move tool and then click out here. But I created an extra one, so let me move that one. Oops. Well, we can keep him big. Let's go ahead and maybe, he might be too big. So I'm going to shrink him down a little bit. him up. Shift it. See, this is where you have fun, where you just, you zone out, you listen to your music or podcast. Probably music would be better. And, you start playing around with this, and you're just trying to move pieces around. Then, once that's done, you want to select all your layers. Again, you need to do this more than what I have, make it more complex, but I'm going to select all your layers, right click, group the layers in a group. Then you want to right click that group, so even if you don't have it selected, select it, right group it, duplicate that group, hit OK. Then stop the viewing of one of the groups, and on the other group, select it by clicking on it and hit merge group. Now you can see that it's not a folder, right? It's not a folder. Then right click that merged layer and duplicate that layer. Okay, just as a backup. So stop viewing that layer, and now with this layer I can now select my paint bucket, make sure that I have the default black and white, and if you see this not working and you're like, what's going on? Remember, we got to select that layer. And I don't know, maybe I want the background to be black. The ground, I should say. So I can do that, where I can make the ground black. And then, wherever there's overlap, I can begin. It just gets tricky in here, right? This is pretty tricky, so I got to do this guy, this guy, this guy. You see how we did that? So it's important to do this just right. And so you just want to come in here and start, see how you're like, wait, what do I do? Okay, so background is, the ground is black, the figure is white, and then when they overlap, it's black, and if they overlap again, then it's white, So this is a nice interlocking figure-ground relationship that we are creating. I messed up right here, so let me go back one. I'm supposed to do it that way, that way, that way. So you can see, it's tricky. It's tricky, but it's doable and it's possible. So here's my piece. I'm going to just tell you guys, I'm doing a demo, I'm making it very quick. But right in here, I do feel it's a bit boring in here. I like this activity here. I like what's happening up here. And I like what's happening in here. But when I can see the shapes too easily, like, okay, oval and triangle, and, this polygon shape in here, it's too simplistic. And then look at this guy. He's not even overlapping at all. So you want to overlap all your shapes. You want to make it a little bit more dynamic, more complex, to be successful and to create an interesting design. Doesn't matter if you want to do the whole thing all in triangles, or you want to do it all in circles, or all squares, or two shapes only. Oh, look, I forgot this little piece right here. I'm fine with that. It's up to you. Don't forget to save every now and then. All right, everybody, have fun. This is fun, and it's great because we can work on Photoshop, and you can really work quickly and see your imagined design. You are organizing. Okay, everybody, have fun.